Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here with Path Trading Partners Dashcoin update. So, see, we went through our key levels of 1224 and 1292. Then it paused for a brief moment, allowing us to draw us next levels, which gave us 1384 and 1468. And those levels are down from the lows on the 7th. The earlier levels were projected from the highs on the 16th. This should actually be from here. Doesn't change the level. Then the next levels were the high on December 19th, which gave us this 1468. Then we go from that same point, and we're looking if it does rotate back up, although this is overextended. We're more interested in the pullback right now than these next higher levels, but they're out here for anybody following Dashcoin. Should we have another explosive move? 1686 and 1804. What we're interested in is now we have from this low on the 9th to the high on the 20th. We're looking for a pullback. We're really interested in this 1332 pullback with the rising rotation zone to see how it holds there. If that one doesn't hold, then we're looking closer to the 1225 level, 1214 to 1225, and more to the bottom. Now this rotation zone will keep rising, so keep that in mind. Let me clean up some of these other levels. They're not going to be as needed right now. So you can see the chart. So we're really looking in this box area to see for a pullback. This did get a little overdone. Let's check the daily chart. But we're sort of used to cryptocurrencies, everything piling in. This did get a bit overdone. As you can see, we've taken off vertically. We got to that point where 8 touched the bottom of the bar, and then we had the big daily explosion. We keep seeing that in various cryptos. So this is the daily chart. We could easily pull back. This 1332 level wouldn't even make a dent in this. In order to get back to the rotation zone, we'd have to, at this point, return to 1097. So let's see how this plays out, whether it's a simple sideways correction or a more complex correction that takes us back into the daily rotation zone. Switching over to IOTA. IOTA, as I mentioned, was looking a little toppy, and it's not really been able to spike up to really new highs yet. We're still pulling back. This has formed a potential double top, and if this does trigger on an extended move or a close below 449, then the rotation zone will also be out of the way. The key things to watch for on here, the first real level of support, even though it's not an official level in the pattern, we're going to be watching for 428 because the 50-period exponential is going to be coming in, and this is a prior breakout zone. Let me mark that off for everyone right there. So these two can converge if this does trigger. Then the first major level for we'll be watching for is 384 if it does get down there, and then the full level is 351. So potentially this could return all the way back to 351 if this pattern plays out. Let's check in on the daily to see what that one looks like. So if this pattern were to play out, this would literally take us to the bottom edge of the rotation zone. I'd really focus on, before this 351, I'd sort of focus on the rising 21, which right now is 361, but will keep rising. So let's see if this pattern does play out. We get another bigger correction in IOTA. And over to Litecoin. Litecoin, we're finally getting the first cross of the rotation zone, so now we're being very patient. It did come down to this red line, which I'll show you was off the daily chart, which is a prior breakout level, and the rising 50 right in there, sort of a confluence between those two things. We call it a cluster. If we get that back down below that level, then the next major level we're watching for is this 276, where we have a GAN and another support cluster. I'll show you on the daily chart. Then if that's broken, the next level down is 246. Unless we get an immediate cross back up and this thing really gets strong all of a sudden, this rotation zone will be against us. So any accumulation is selling into the rotation zone until it can get back above the rotation zone, and the rotation zone becomes support again. Let me show you these levels on the daily chart. Daily chart, let me just spread this out. Daily chart, okay. See this first line, which we came down and tapped just below the rising 8 EMA. So this did hit the top of the rotation zone finally. The first time it actually hit the top of the rotation zone since back on December 8th. So that was a prior breakout zone. And that other red line is key support. You see close here, and then we tested it there. This was a nice key support level along with the GAN level, so that's where the next one comes down. Then the next is a 50% retracement from this major move, the last red candle, up through the most recent highs. So that's where we'll be watching for. And then the bottom of the rotation zone comes in at 226, but that will keep rising up. So we're just being very patient on both IOTA and Litecoin right now. And actually, since Dash has run so far so quickly, we're being very patient on there, watching for a slightly bigger pullback and some more sanity to come back into it where we can find a rotation. That's what we have for you. If you're new, please like, subscribe, and comment. Help us keep the channel growing and help everybody learn to trade the cryptocurrencies better and become actual traders, because this isn't just for doing cryptocurrencies. You can take all this knowledge and apply it to stocks, foreign exchange, futures. If it's tradable, you can apply this knowledge to it. The only nice thing about the cryptos is with these extended moves, these very rapid moves in the volatility, you get to learn a lot in a short amount of time. That's what we have for you today. We will chat with you soon. Bye for now.